Shouldn't be as bad as some of my great videos that are so bad. I'm kidding. Anyway, inner tire rod and outer tire rod replacement on this 2002. Is that right, Miss Jamie? Okay, this is what the complaint was. What happened? Tell everybody what happened. Going down the road, called me panicking.
My tires started to feel really loose.
Lights and all that came on.
The light came on my dash.
StabiliTrak lights is what she's saying. All that cool stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, I thought it could be air and a tire problem. I put air in the other day. They were all crazy out of air. Firestone decided to let the air out the tires. I don't know what's going on there. I told her don't ever let them touch my tires again. So she understands now. But it wasn't that. So it was, what happened? You come back here and what I do? Jacked it up. Shook the tire. Anyway, right? Is that what I did? And what did I say?
And then we had to go on the hunt for my little piece to.
Well, what did I tell you that was wrong?
Oh, suspension.
What I said? I said inner and outer tire rod, probably, right? Pretty sure.
Before you looked at it, you thought suspension, but then once you looked at it.
Well, that is suspension, though. But yeah, okay.
Then once you looked at it, you decided that it was the tire rod.
That is suspension, but okay, you're on the right track. So yeah, she knows. That's what she meant. But yeah, so anyway, I jacked it up and I shook it. And I said, "Oh, it's a bad inner tire rod, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Going down the road, I said I thought it might have been air. Regardless, who cares? Then I got all ready to do all this work. Got to take the tire off, and guess what? She's got a wheel lock. Anyway, all right. Good. Yeah, so we had to wait a day. Now we're finally at it again. She's gonna help film. I decided to do both sides. I'm gonna do both sides and just do them both. Yeah, this is her tire rod though. Unbelievable. These are the part numbers for the inner and for inner right here. Light's so bright I can't see. Hold that box. So bright. Inner tie rod. Outer tie rod end right there. Okay.
And I had to stop at Wawa to try to put air in my tires.
Yeah, and a teacher had put air in the tires and all that went well, but it was air. So I didn't know. I was just trying to tell her in emergency what to do.
Got me home at least.
Got her home at least. Anyway, she's gonna film while I rock this out, and I've already started. It's just gonna be the installation part. So I've already pretty much got everything off, and now I'm just gonna install. Anyway, show you the easy way to get this off. If you look at this tire rod, it is incredible. What the? I've never seen one this bad, actually. That's insane. So anyway, I've already pretty much started. I've already just loosened it to make life easy. I'm gonna get my gloves on, and we're gonna whip this off. So now what I did. So you can basically ask her. I make this look too easy sometimes. I took this little guy here and I just smack it right. Spray grease, and about 30 seconds, I pop the sucker out of here, right? So I'll show you on the next one when we do the other side. Do another side, I'll show you how to take it apart. I'm just going to do a quick video on how this comes out, okay? So anyway, these come up and out. And you have to use a tie rod remover tool inside there. And these are the tools you're going to need. I always take mine off with the with the pipe wrench. Show you why. This bulb goes this way. I'll show you how you know that in a second. Anyway, here we go. Get this done. I'm just going to bang it out real quick because I was doing record time until I had to find a part. Anyway, now we're losing daylight. So here we go. Need a 14 millimeter for the tie rod removal tool. 17 millimeter for this nut on the castle nut on the end of the tie rod end. I just have a few different assortment of wrenches. This is great to get this guy off if you want to reuse it. I'll show it to you. It's over here with the parts. That's a clamp around the inside. And the tool's already in there. So I've already got the tool loose. I'm going to throw it on there and take this sucker off. Here's what I'm going to do right now. So bear with me a second. And I'm going to try to do the best we can with this. I'm going to get no flash laces. It kind of sucks. And you can't really see nothing with just one flash lace. Or two flash laces. There we go. So here, that's a little nicer. I like that.
It's better.
All right, so now I've already got everything loose. Now you got to count the turns when you get that off. Everybody knows. So get my gloves on and count these turns. You work on this car. I need a damn shot to work on this car. Trust me.
I'll take one.
A shot of Coca-Cola. Always is good to do while you're working on suspension. Have a little caffeine, you know? Oops. That was terrible. Did you hear that?
You stepped on a frog.
No, I slipped. No, my pants were extra great. Anyways, let's get down to business. All right, so that's not my live feed. Can't edit it, so don't complain. Oh man, that's gonna be great for the comment section. I bet. Here we go. So, oops, selling cookies. 1, 2, count the turns. 3.
You make a cookie
4,
recipe video?
5. I should. 6, 7. How good were they? 8.
They were very tasty, but I suffered a little later on.
11. So 11 turns, off we go. Count these turns, that way you can get off later. Don't lose this. You need that to put back on. Off the balancer, and we turn this guy off too. So remember how many turns? You go remember that for me, baby? 11 turns.
11.
Now you take your little nut off of here. Now it comes with another nut. I really don't need it. Actually, I don't even need to take it off, but you have to get the boot off. So that's got to come off. So I've had problems before. So I want to put another boot on. I'm trying to rip your boot. I'll show you a secret when I go do the other side. Want to watch part 2? I'm doing the driver's side. This side is going amazingly well. The longest part of the video was trying to find the inner tie rod.
I know.
Took me like 2 hours. Ridiculous. Anyway, so you can trash this capsule nut, but always hang on to it just in case. There's the old one right there. It's really not the worst, but see how it's got the guts coming out of him now. I didn't even use a pickle fork, so that's really bad too. That's shot. So it's not the worst in the world, but it's still pretty loose. Either way,
Need to be replaced.
we're going to replace him. Yep. We're going to replace them both. That's it. And we're going to get the boots off next. Now, like I said, I've already prepped this and got it loose. All that crap on the inside of that. That's all your inner tie rod guts that have came out. So I may have to clean that out a little bit if you want. Right now, I'm set it right here. Just let it drain on the ground. I'm gonna lean under there. So here we go. I've already got mine loose. We'll take it off. Now, what you need to do is when you look in here, is make sure you remember how that little washer goes on. And you can see yours is just spinning. I've never seen a tie rod this bad. I'm sorry. But I've seen some close, but not one still on a car at least. Always take note of how the washer goes in. And now, you should use a little bit of Loctite on this. You look how it came off. That piece goes facing the clip here. So always make sure you have another one. If you don't, you're going to want to reuse this, okay? Yeah, that right there, my friends, it's crazy bad. I mean, I've never seen nothing like that, honestly. That is so bad.
That could have popped
It was
off.
about to break.
Okay,
That
so
was about to break.
when
You see
that
this?
pops off, what happens?
I've never seen this. I mean, I've worked with cars for 20 years. I've never seen them like this. I don't know. It's not good, though. Probably break a tire off. You got a lot of other stuff holding on, but it's going to come loose. Your tire's getting a crack. Snap off, probably. Because here's your new one. Watch. Here's your new one.
Oh.
You see the difference in the two? I mean, that's pretty incredible how that guy is so hard and firm. Anyway, all right, so remember, don't forget the turns on this guy. It's 11. Go ahead and rock this out. I've got 10 to play, so I'm going to make sure I should have another clip. You hold that right there. I'm going to get my other clips here. All right, let's see. All right, this is that for that guy. I don't know if it came with another one of these clips, actually. You think? Oh, it did, actually. I was going to say it should. You guys like, you think it would. Maybe you can't always trust it, so just make sure you have one of these locking clips. Very, very important. Make sure you know what you're doing when it goes back on. If you can see how they locked on, you understand why here in a second. So, take this guy up right here. Here you go. So I'm going to rock this thing out. Literally, I could do this in seconds. Pretty easy job. Remember how this guy came off? I know these pieces were in. This doesn't have the bent lip, but you'll see in a second how that gets bent. You see that? So that piece was facing inward, correct? On like this, right? So this piece, so these clips right here have to be facing towards the back then. That's how we know. So you put these on like this. These go towards the back, correct? Is that right?
That's right.
These are facing inward. Hang on, let me make sure about that. Turn that right, wrong about it. Yep, these go back out. Yep, these go back out. So what we're gonna do is now take some brake cleaner real quick, clean that up really well. Don't ever want to leave up on anything good grease up in there because it's gonna be really difficult. You might see my tool up in there too for the tie rod. It's up there, right up in there. See it?
Zoom in.
You can zoom in if you want to. Want to zoom in?
I did.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this guy up in here. Leave that on with the clips facing in. They're the pins. It'll grab on when it's supposed to. I'm going to tighten it up. I'm going to start tightening it. Now, that's why I left my tool in there. I'm going to show you in a second. Now, we'll say this. Don't forget your boot. That's why I leave it setting right there. I don't want to forget that boot before I put this thing back on. I'm going to screw myself, okay? Just to make sure this will go back in. Hopefully she didn't mess it up. I can't get the thread. Take your time and get it back in. There we go. I got it catching now. Yeah, we're fine. You see the difference in the tool?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see a good one and a bad one. That's pretty incredible. I know. It really is. All right, I'm going to get him here. I'm going to get my tool out the back. I left my tool in there because I'm going to be reusing it here shortly as well. So this guy right here is basically, it needs to catch in. Make sure you line it up on the tool as you do it. And it should find a sweet spot and it will grab itself and will bend and catch and grab it on just like it just did. See how it caught? This is the positioning of it. And as you tighten it down, it's actually going to grab it and push it and make this bend up in there as well. Actually, that should be near perfect when I get it in. So now it will actually bend as I tighten it. We're going to pull this guy back down. We're just going to go the other way. Remember I showed you earlier how I took it off, young lady? Mm-hmm. Remember when I was showing you earlier how I did it?
Mm-hmm.
So, what you're going to do is, now, yours is a little bit tricky. Kind of a pain to put these guys back on. A little bit worse sometimes, I think, than taking them off. So, then I said I wanted to check, make sure the inner tire bodies are the same. I mean, the outers. You may want to go get the other outer just to make sure they're the same size. That other one I got for some reason didn't look quite right to me. I don't know. I don't like when something looks different, so I'm gonna check it. Anyways, here we go. Let me get my little guy here. Squeeze in here real quick and grab this one here. This is my little one here. Yep. And this guy right here should be fine. Go in there. I'm gonna reach up in here and loosen up the bolts and tighten them up, snug them up. So I can turn these guys on right. There go up. All right, so I'm gonna use this. No, actually, I like to use this guy because it's gonna be just as easy to do. I'm gonna stick it in there. We're gonna snug it as we go. So I use this right here to do it with. Be a little bit easier. Don't want to do that though. So that's the wrong way. I'll fix it. There we go. Okay, cool. See, we're snugging it up. I'm just gonna kind of get it loose right now because I don't need to grab partially. I don't got it super tight because, like I said, I'm trying to get it just to get somewhat snugged up. I'm gonna go up in there and snug it, and now we're gonna snug it up good. That's why I had to line it up. Okay, we'll get it in there. And we'll snug it real good with these. That way it can't go nowhere. It can't come off. So. So we'll snug both of these guys up so that way we can tighten the heck out of it. We'll snug these two. See how I'm doing that? Okie dokie. And here we go. So, just like this. Nice and extra long. It's cool with me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, shoot. That's not good. So, same way here. This is for the big boys. Big boys. Here we go. Yeah, we got a super long extension. We go over here like this. Snug it up is all we gotta do. Make sure we get it in there. There we go. And of course, we want to take some of this off here now. Way too long. Make sure it's getting snugged up tight. And we'll stick this in here like this. And we'll get it. So, you know, it can't have so much extension when you're trying to snug something, right? We'll stick it up, this up in here now, right? And what we're going to do is line this up and get it in the hole. And we're going to use this and snug it as well. So, get up in here, put your hand here, and just make sure it's tight. I'm going to get up here and pull it. Get up for a second. Oh, gotcha. I needed it going in there. Boy, this stupid thing is shut. You know what? I had a better idea. You get up here and push. I'm going to push it with my hand. My foot, actually. Over here. Should we get it nice and snug? Alright, that's the only way, and that was it, first time. So I really don't want to bust my wrist. There we go. That should be good. And it came right off for us too. That'd be nice and tight. And off she comes. So there we go. There's the tool we use. You can see the tool right here that we're using. Gotta get that guy snug. That should be really tight. That did its job perfectly. And let me check inside here. Make sure we tighten, snug in, and in place. Oh yeah, looking good, baby. Maybe I'd actually use a different tool on this guy. That guy ain't getting no tighter, I'll tell you that. That feels really good. Triple check inside of there. Make sure it's always in there all the way. Oh, bump my head like a cool person dude. Ouchie, bump that darn head. Alright, that's as tight as this gonna get, so. And what you can do is, that's why they do that, they actually bend them out a little bit. I'm not too worried about that, it doesn't matter. That thing's gonna keep it in place, trust me. So you can actually bend them if you want to, but I don't need to. That's fine. That one's bent, because they stuck back at them. But this is probably a bent, I just can't see yet. It's bent some. It's just really hard to get that super tight. As tight as it needs to be. Trust me, that thing is in there good, it ain't going nowhere. I assure you that. You can see the markings from the tool. You can see the markings on the tool. You can see them on there. So if you want to check it, you can. But it's good, trust me. Anyway, now on to the next part. Remember how many turns it was, young lady?
11.
11? Good job. What do you need to do first? This part, right?
Clean
we don't
that.
want to forget. We want to make this sure this goes back in there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you do? Just a second. Spray it. I'll get the oil quick and spray this. I'll make a big giant mess over here. Oh Lord. There we go, baby. There we go. Hey, that's all that crap in there. Get that crap up out of there. It's too much crap. It's never good. Give it a little wipe inside. I'm gonna have to get it so clean. Like I said, it's supposed to be greased anyway. I just don't like that much damn crap everywhere. It's a mess. And we'll snug it back up for now. She's not driving it anyway yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up tightening and torquing everything more. Make sure it's snug. But right now, I'm gonna check your torque specs and everything. I'm not doing all that right now. I'll do that tomorrow when I can see better. Never a good time to do this stuff in the dark, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, that's cleaning off. It ain't gonna be perfect, like I said. As long as it goes back in, it covers it up. And I actually removed my clips too, so I can reuse these. And I'll show you how you, if you want to reuse yours, you can pop them off a certain way, and you can reuse them. Just go to the top and clips in. I was showing her earlier how to do it. Remember how I showed you that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a kind of a trick you learn doing this long enough. Good. It's pretty hard to do. You see how I can actually reuse your foot now? We're going to put this boot back on next, okay? So this right back on over here, over this guy, all the way up in there to the back side, just like so, not too far. Remember, we're going to need this other retaining nut. And that retaining nut clip is what it is, essentially. And on we go. Make sure you snip it right on there, and it should actually grab on, if I can get it to do right. Probably can keep it on there. You don't want the boot to be slipping off, so I'm going to have to probably take some time to fiddle with the boot. But like I said, right now, I'm just, for time's sake and being cold, I'm just going to pop it on here pretty easily. And that should be just fine. Almost got it. Almost got it perfect. That would have been great if I could have. All right, anyway, we'll worry about the rest of it later. There we go. Okay, cool. Got it. Got it. Okay, great. We can snip the clip back on tomorrow. Like I said, we're not driving it right now, no way. That guy right there would have snugged this little boot up here. See how that looks in there? You check it out.
You want to show?
See how perfect it looks. All on there, perfectly good to go. All right, and then don't forget this. You have to redo it. I hate that damn thing. I forget it every damn time. I'll take a pair of these guys here. And we're going to take this and we're going to basically squeeze it or repair channel locks, whatever's easier for you. I like to use my Milwaukee needle nose pliers. It's like this, just like so, and grab the outside clamp and hook it right onto that guy. You see how I did that?
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll get it one more extra clip, scoot her back of here, and get her on tight. Nice and good, so we're holding her down perfectly, and she's on there. In there really well, actually. Push it from the bottom as well, so you get her over the lip of the whole boot. Hold her in place, and voila, there you go. And the clip's in place. And we'll pull her up to the top, just to make it easier to work on if you ever have to do it again. Which I doubt you will, because this car is ancient, but it's like ancient dinosaur, you see. So we're facing this way. Anyway, it's on there, good to go now. And next thing's next. Next thing's next. First things first. Next goes this, right? We're just gonna kind of line this up. We don't need to have an exact count right now. So we know approximately what it is, right? Remember? But we know the count of the turns are what? 11, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the important part, which is this right here. So what do we do here? 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Okay. And that should be great. Good to go there. Take this castle nut off here and go ahead and we'll slip this back on through the tie rod. And what I am going to do is check the other sides. Remember I was telling you earlier, I need to check the other sides of the other one? No, it looked a little different to me. Remember that? So I am going to go check that real quick. But basically, I'm going to stick this on. Stick the castle nut on the end. And once you tighten everything up, and you put the tire back on that. But I basically take a pipe wrench, and it's always going to be, it's a counter thread on this. Well, not really, because if you think about it, you're looking at it from the opposite way. So the best way to tell this real quick, I'll tell you the secret is to take your all parts when you get them. You take the nuts, you take this nut off this side, and you basically screw it on so you can tell which way it's going to come off. And the tire rod's going counterclockwise. This nut's going clockwise because you have to look at it facing this way. So that's going to come off this way. I'll show you another video I'll do tomorrow. A very detailed view, and I don't really feel like doing it today. So I'll take my pipe wrench, is what I always use to snug these up. So we're basically going to do turn to the left to tighten up. Which I know sounds crazy. I just use my pipe wrench, like I said. The reason I use the pipe wrench is because it's so much easier. And especially this pipe wrench right here, I think it got from Tractor Supply, or I believe is really nice. I love it. And I never had an issue with it at all. Great pipe wrench for sure. Okay, let me see right here. So I got to get it like this. Now I'm gonna triple check it, like I said before I get too far along the parts. So I'm just gonna kind of snug it for now, and I'm gonna get off and wrap up the videos off. People do for some reason. I'm pretty sure that's both sides. So that's fairly snug. And I'm gonna be perfect. I'm gonna leave it there. Hey, got it. Basically, you stick the casting nut on. I'm gonna take the 17 millimeter on there. Take that, and you go blast that sucker right on. But honestly, I'll do it real quick. Why not? Screw it. We're pretty much. I'm pretty sure they're the same. If they're not, then screw it. I'll take it back off. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Well, it's not good, but I'll give it a quick blast back on real quick. That's all. Give it a little blast right now. Just like that. And it pulls it back through. And voila, there. Same way there. Pulls it back through. Bada bing, bada boom. And on we go. I'll snug the rest up in a second, but that's it. That's how you want to look. Just like that. So, that's tight, and 49. Look, remember that clicking sound? Come here. Can you see? Remember that clicking sound I was making? What's it doing? No more clicking. So, there you go. That's all you need to know, guys. Then you want to put the castle nut in. The pin for the castle nut, which is somewhere down here on the ground. The cotter pin. You put the cotter pin back in. That's it. And voila. That's somewhere down here. Oh, man. Did I use the old castle nut? Really? I did. Oh, well. That ain't gonna hurt. That castle nut looks so damn new. I used the old one. I got the new cotter pin. Oh, you know what? It's probably a threading one. I bet you. Hang on one second. See here. Anyway, that's good enough. Oh, this does have a cotter pin in here with it. I feel it. So it's the same size. I thought that was a new nut. The new nut, it looks so good. It actually looks brand new just about. Nah, this is just something going on. I don't know what that is. Oh, he's the old. He's the old one, maybe? I don't know. Either way. I think these go to the other set. That's what it is. I have two sets out. I mixed them up. We'll go get the other parts anyway and double check. Yeah, but that's fine. Like I said, this goes to my other, I think, tie rod end. I was looking at them the other day. So either way, I'll go through it and we'll double check everything though. Yeah, these are all the old ones, so I definitely didn't use any old parts. We just have a couple of new parts mixed in. Don't forget part numbers. And like and subscribe if it helps, and tune in tomorrow to see the driver's side. But yeah, that's how I do it. It saves a lot of time. People say, well, why do you do it that way? With the pipe wrench. Trust me, I've done a lot of these, and if you want life to be easy, go ahead and do what I just did. It'll make life really easy. You're not worried about stripping anything. And it's really easy to smack it with a hammer and it come off. Right here. It's craziness. It is crazy. So I was saying, whenever you want to match them up, that's how you do it. So you would take that, and this goes into here. And the old nuts are over here. So we'll take all the old parts over here that we're done with, and we're basically wrapped up. So I'm actually going to hold that real quick and zoom back out. So I'm going to actually hang on to these guys. They're still good. I need one cotter pin for this side. I'm going to snug everything up. I'm going to go check it, okay? Anyways, yeah, so the cotter castle nut, 17 millimeter. Not really sure what this guy is that goes on there because I didn't even put one on. And both my old ones, we don't need these. Basically, I'll reassemble real quick. I'm going to show you. That's what I was showing you real quick. Break it off. So take your new parts when you get them. You can see which way the pin goes. So to take it off, since you got to take the tie rod end off, right? Let me show you. So you want to be able to crack it loose so this comes off, right? So what you want to do is this. You want to take this. This is going to have to go on. And you're going to want to, essentially, that's separated. So the only way you can separate it is to do what? Is to, yeah, so if you want to separate this, this needs to come clockwise to loosen this off backwards. So that's how you do that one. And yep, that's that. And so I'm going to put this on the end of this because it's all trash. And that's that. Actually, I'm going to put this so I can throw it away too. And I don't want to lose that cotter pin down there, so I'm going to stick the cotter pin up in here as well. You don't need this one. Actually, you can put it right in the old one if I need to. But I'm going to see if I can go get one out of the other thing. I'm pretty sure I got one in there. Don't run over your cotter pin and pop your tire. That'd be the next thing. This is how I was doing on her car. It's not good. I mean, it's a car going on the road.
Yeah.
All over the fucking place. Then when that traction control came on, that is just insanely crazy. I've never seen nothing like that. Anyways, luckily, I know how to do this crazy
Luckily,
stuff.
no casualties.
Yeah, probably wasn't really good, but just tell her that. But it's best to not fearmonger people. They'll be fine. No, I tell my customers all the time, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Happens every day. The tire got flying off. They should give me a disclaimer though. All right. Anyways, that's looking good. I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna wipe up these tools and show you how everything looks right quick as well. I'll put these last few tools up, and then we'll use them on the same side tomorrow to make life really easy. And yeah, so that's all you need. So quick overview of the tools, how I did all that, and real quick, this is all you got to do. That's how it should look when you're done, pretty much. Stick the cotter pin right through here, and yeah, that's how everything looks in there. And just tighten up the boot cover. That's all. But I just leave these on while I'm working, make life easy, a little penetrant, and clean down the whole thing when you're all done, which I'm gonna do. With a quick spray and clean it down, throw the tire on there is all. So that's all I gotta do. Always spray it on the brakes and then here too. Always get it real good. That way everything's on, holding in tight. Just like that. And that should be perfecto. Perfecto. All right. Anyways, hope that helps. And check out tomorrow. I got the other side tomorrow. So, I don't know. I can subscribe if you actually watch it this long. Because I like to see who actually watches the old videos. It's pretty crazy if we do. But hey, all right, I'm going. And good luck. Not too bad. It took me literally 30 minutes to do this. Go. Peace. All right, get off of here. Are we?